Welcome back, everybody. Today, millions of people all across the nation celebrating Juneteenth. And here in the Twin Cities, there are several events happening to commemorate the end of slavery in the United States. In South Minneapolis, the free annual celebration called Soul of the South Side is underway right now. The festival is happening at Lake Street and Minnehaha Avenue. There's live music, there's storytelling, immersive activities, art exhibits, and more. If you're looking for an easier way to get there, Metro Transit is also offering free rides on several different routes, and those festivities continue until 8 o'clock tonight. And then this afternoon, the state capitol is also hosting its 5th annual Juneteenth celebration. There will be live performances there, food and activities for kids. That goes until 6 o'clock. And then now in its 6th year, the Juneteenth celebration is bringing speakers, music exhibitors, and vendors to the Rondo Center of Diverse Expression. The organizers there will present the Rondo Achievement Awards as well, which honors individuals, organizations, and activities that have made significant contributions to the community. This afternoon, the U.S. men's national team takes on Australia in their second group stage match in the FIFA World Cup. But soccer fans are hoping that the World Cup will provide a spark in popularity for the game here in the United States that will last well beyond the tournament. They would like that. Zach Tawadari shares what the U.S. men's national team is saying as all eyes turn to them this summer.
For years, soccer in America has been called the sport of the future. Now, the future is here. With the World Cup coming to the United States this summer, millions of Americans will experience the world's biggest sporting event from their own backyards. And U.S. Soccer believes the opportunity goes far beyond the pitch.
We have an opportunity and a responsibility to continue to grow the love and the passion for the sport.
For players wearing the crest, this World Cup isn't just about competing. It's about inspiring everyone, from lifelong soccer fans to children who've yet to even pick up a ball.
Who will be sitting there potentially watching with their parents and have an opportunity to inspire them to take up the sport.
The U.S. hosted the World Cup once before in 1994. That tournament helped launch Major League Soccer and fueled decades of growth. But players believe 2026 could be something even bigger.
I think it can finally give soccer the recognition that it deserves in America.
Because unlike 1994, America already has a soccer culture. MLS has expanded, youth participation has exploded, and global stars now call the United States home. This summer, the entire soccer world will be watching.
To have the World Cup here and be able to really give little kids, give youth players moments to really strive and have something like, you know what, like maybe soccer, maybe football is the pathway.
The hope is simple. 1 month of soccer creates a lifetime of fans, maybe even future World Cup players.
It can become one of the main big 2 or 3 sports in the U.S. to where kids, they want to play, and it becomes like the forefront of sports.
And if the Americans can make a run on home soil, the players believe the sport could reach unparalleled heights.
I feel like the sport will completely explode in America.
For U.S. Soccer, the countdown isn't just to a tournament, it's to an opportunity to inspire the next generation.
To Beltrami County now, that's still recovering after hurricane-force winds took down millions of trees 1 year ago. These drone images from the last 24 hours show the damage left behind. Our Morgan Wolf takes us to Bemidji for a closer look at the progress.
In the Northwoods of Minnesota, Lake Bemidji is a mark of beauty. But when you take a closer look, scars are scattered all over.
The equivalent of a Category 3 hurricane tore through the area. At this hour, thousands of people are still without power.
I don't know. Sorry.
It was so unexpected. You know, that evening, most of us went to bed. We knew there was going to be a thunderstorm, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Mayor George Prince was one of the tens of thousands awoken in the middle of the night last June to this storm.
And it was just destruction.
One sweep of savage 120-mile-per-hour winds, flattening century-old trees. 12 months later, the loss of 9 million trees is evident.
The landscape has changed in a way that probably will never be restored in your lifetime. There is sadness because it's so different. For the first 2 weeks after the storm, I kept missing my turn to go home because all of my landmarks had changed that dramatically. They haven't been restored.
$10.7 million in damage to public property in the area, but it did not meet the FEMA threshold.
I was more disappointed for our citizens, I think, than I was for anything else. I think we were within a few $100,000.
Governor Walz approved the state's disaster assistance contingency account to reimburse up to 75% of repairman costs to public property, but not a penny goes to residents.
We still have some citizens that are still battling with insurance companies to be made whole. If you drive around, you will see blue tarps on some roads yet.
Out of the destruction came determination. Neighbors became cleanup crews, volunteers planting seeds of hope with the thousands of new trees donated to residents in public parks.
And I'm grateful that we're all here together to rebuild together.
Bemidji may have been bruised, but it is not broken.
We want to welcome people back to Bemidji. We're going to create a new Bemidji, and we're going to make the best of the situation like we have all the way along. But it will be different.
Morgan Wolf, KARE 11 News.
And Mayor Prince was recently recognized with a national award for his response efforts after that storm. The group Great River Greening will be back in Bemidji to plant even more trees in the fall. As for the residents, Morgan has a story showing their resilience coming up yet on Sunday night. And stay with us, everybody. More news and weather is coming up after the break.